He doesn't need to be just a criminal. He actually has an illness, and this could have been prevented.
Last night, a woman told us exclusively about her terrifying experience in Kenner when a man pretended to be a policeman and tried to get into her car. Well, tonight, the family of the man who was arrested is speaking out. Good evening, I'm Karen Swenson.
And I'm Katie Moore. Tonight, a college student is shedding some light on her father's erratic behavior that terrorized a woman in Kenner who was driving with her 2-year-old godson in the car.
As Meg Ferris reports, she says her father is a victim as well, but of a mental health system that's letting her family down.
Amber Ogden had no idea her father had been arrested for impersonating an officer until people told her about our story last night at 10, where the victim spoke out.
And he was screaming at my window, telling me, "Get out, you're under arrest, get out of the car." And he was grabbing at my window. I had it cracked, so he's like grabbing at the window and the door handle, trying to get it open, and it wouldn't open.
Today, she's speaking out about her 58-year-old father, Dud Ogden, who she says was diagnosed with the mental illness bipolar disorder when he was 19. She says he's ill, not a criminal.
We don't want him to hurt anyone. We don't want him to harm himself. And we're just trying to, we've been pleading and trying to get him that help he needs. And it feels like we can't get it.
She says he's been in and out of mental hospitals and was just let out last week in Mississippi. She says she's lived this her whole life.
He's around our neighborhood during Katrina saying those blue tarps on the roofs are bombs. We've had him in the yard screaming like an animal. I felt ashamed. I grew up just feeling shame. I felt embarrassed.
She says the family's been working nonstop to get him in a facility, but the system has let them down. Their attorney, Michelle Charles, sees this all the time.
We want to definitely make sure that this family is protected, Mr. Ogden is protected, and the rest of the family is protected. It's a sad situation for the victim in the matter, but it's also, it has two victims in this case.
Now Amber is trying to make sure the man she says has worked his whole life in the school system as a photographer and ordained minister gets the medication and treatment he needs. Meg Ferris, Eyewitness News.
And the Kenner Police Department said the mental health system is frustrating to law enforcement as well. Oftentimes, they say someone they arrest will get out of a facility in 72 hours and return to the same area and commit the same crime.